Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, beautiful souls, and welcome to the live free practice power of release session. I have to speak on my hair. You see my hair. I have to get a shout out to Just Cutting Up. It is a barbershop here in Atlantic City. And I went in there with three different hairstyles that I wanted to come together into one. And this brother named Jakeem, Jakeem, hooked mama, hooked mama up. Ooh. Just take a moment. Just breathe normally. Try to get out of your chest and just breathe. Just breathe. I have my candle lit in the back. That's my candle for downloads, intuition, ancestral communication, lavender, like amethyst. And I'm just going to clean the space with some frankincense and myrrh. I wish you could smell this. Just clean the space up. Just ask for the universe to cleanse all low frequencies, which some call negative energy, out of this space. May the cosmos, the divine intelligence, the ancestors, and spirit guides, and higher and lesser gods may they afford us the knowing that we're seeking in this space today. May they provide a clear communication channel so that we can adequately and clearly and accurately discern what it is we are to know in this session. May they allow us to be in our higher mind, the divine intelligence. May we synergize in our higher mind so that we can set aside the trauma, the hurt, the pain, the scarcity, the judgments that we heap on ourselves. May we be released and situate ourselves in the higher mind so that we can journey through this live practice session in ways that are revealing revelations. And if not these huge bursts, aha moments, can we just be okay and just be in whatever they this cosmic journey wants us to be, without any judgment of ourselves. This is a judgment-free zone. Yeah, the frankincense is myrrh, and myrrh is going a little crazy. This is a judgment-free zone. This is not a space, particularly at lunchtime, that we come to situate ourselves in the gossip, the stress of production and performance. This is a space that we can claim right here, right now, as a space of discernment and peace. Discernment in peace. I am Dr. Akala Kama'at. And today we are journeying into naming the unnamed and ancestral inventory. I have uploaded the flip book of the live practice guide, the free practice guide, in the description. I will show it to you in a minute. We will be utilizing this guide. And there's also a PDF version linked in the description that you can also access. We will utilize that entire guide during the session today. And beautiful souls, I will check in with you. If you'd like to share in the comments, share. If you need to share this video with someone or someone's, share. You know, my old saying used to be, and I think it still is, you can't be brilliant by yourself. And sometimes this journey can include some folks. Because in a collectivist mentality, I am because we are because I am. And that connection stitches us to individuals at times who we know utilize this information, this practice today. Yeah. So let's just all take another deep breath. Let the room settle around you. If you are in a busy place or a space that has distractions, that's part of meditation, right? To block out that which is seeking your attention. Setting an intention to be focused on the work you need to do for you. Because nobody else is going to do this work for you. No one. I got to move this. Excuse me. Yes. This is the Wednesday live lunch practice series. And every week we will do this work together on Wednesday. Live. Free for now. And not talking about it. We're going to be about it. Okay? So right now, I ask For all those who are watching, if you feel safe in your space, close your eyes. If that is vulnerable for you, soften your gaze downward. I want you to take one breath in through your nose, hold it, release. Let's try it again. And this time when we release, let something go with that. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. I let go of fear and worry. And grief is in me. My father just passed. One more time, let's inhale. Hold. Exhale. Notice where that exhale landed. Notice what is here with you today. No matter what's happening, no matter what's going on, you don't have to fix anything. Not a thing right now. With me, you are safe. And free to be you fully. Good. Now that we are here, that's what this practice needs, you to be here. Last week, we asked a fundamental question. What are you carrying? And we did a live practice session on Wednesday to discern. We had a category for ancestral, and we had a category for personal. What felt old, what felt new, your personal things. Old is inherited. This week, we looked at the cage, the conditioning in this society, in all the various ways that have us bounded and blinded to believe this cage. And yes, the scarcity, pain matrix of fear is a cage that we willingly place ourselves in, because the conditioning many times is like air, so natural we can't even see it. And so we again delved into the question, what you're carrying, looking at conditioning. Okay. So today we're going to go a little bit deeper, okay? And if you're interested in the practice guide from last Wednesday, it is in the description. What are you carrying? I will put it available, make it available again in my link tree, the link in bio. But it is a continuation. You don't have to continue. You're perfect just the way you are, right here, right now, regardless. If you are so moved to do the work, the resources I have made available to you. And so, as I said, we're going one layer deeper today, Because some of what you are carrying, you didn't just pick up. It was placed in your hands, or rather, what placed in your hands before you knew to clench them. Placed in your hands so that you clenched. And as I like to say, some of what you're carrying you didn't pick up. It was placed in your body before you were even old enough to know the difference between what's yours and what is theirs. And there are two kinds of weight that we carry. There is the weight that belongs to you, experiences you had or are having directly, pain that came through your own life, trauma that came through your own life, wounds that formed in response to what happened to you, survival wounds that allow you to function. And then there is the inherited weight, weight that entered your lineage long before you did. Patterns that were already running in your family system as they bumped up against what was social at that time when you arrived. The family system as impacted environmentally. Emotional signatures your nervous system absorbed before it even had a language. Yes. Inherited weight doesn't announce itself. It just feels like you. Like the way things are. Like the shape of your fear, your hunger, or the particular way you go quiet when something is wrong. The work today is to begin separating those two, your weight and inherited weight. Not because the ancestral weight is less real. It is absolutely real. It lives in your body, my body, everybody's body. But because you cannot release what you're still confusing with yourself, with what belongs to you. So people question, what does ancestral weight look like? A baseline anxiety that has no real source in your life. A way of relating to scarcity, money, food, safety, love, that doesn't match your actual circumstances. Emotional patterns that appear, that repeat in your family across generations. A chronic sense of not belonging, of being not enough, of not being safe, even when your life is okay. Responses to certain situations that feel older than you, almost like a memory that isn't yours. And that last one is important. when a feeling in your body is older than your own experience, when it doesn't fit the room you're in, it is often ancestral. Let's go find it. Before we get started, I want to just show you very quickly uh, the um, the practice guide, if I can pull it up here. I'm going to make it larger for you. This is actually in my Google. Oh my, oh, this is actually this. This is the script. Give me a second here. Oh, here we go. This is the flip book. Okay, I'm going to make it big for you. All right. Everything that we're doing in here in this session today is in the flip book or in the PDF in the link in bio. All these pages we will use, and they're just for you. Okay. So that's the flip book in the description. Okay. In the session description, in this session description, as well as a PDF, which is in the link in bio. Be sure to avail yourself of it if you can. Again, it is what it is, and we can be comfortable in whatever that is. Okay. So we're going to do two things in the first practice today. Okay. Locate the weight in the body. Use your practice guide if you can. If not, in the comment section, you can get a journal, a notepad, whatever's available to you. And if you have a pen, if you want to write, it's all good. We are where we are. Okay. So we're going to locate a weight in the body and trace it back to its origin, as far back as the tracing will go. And that's it. So what I'd like you to do right now, please, is close your eyes or soften your gaze down to the floor. Settle your hands in your lap or on the arm of your chair, your thighs, whatever feels comfortable for you. Right now, I want you to bring your attention to your body, not to your thoughts. Thoughts will race. They will intrude. The thing about a meditative practice is folks get it wrong all the time. We're not trying to stop our thoughts. We just don't want to give them any attention. What that means is I'm thinking about my nephew, I'm thinking about the car, I'm thinking about the next live stream, I'm thinking about these things in my head. When you give it attention, you sit in the live stream. Well, I got to figure this out. You start thinking about it. When you're just allowing them to happen, you don't sit in it. And if you do sit in a thought and start to think about that thought, you just stop. And that's the practice of meditation. You keep doing it over and over again. I had one teacher who really helped me understand meditation, and it was like being submerged in water. That's the meditative state. On top, you got waves, everything's ripping around your thoughts, all kind of stuff happening. Birds diving in the water, getting fish, wind blowing, waves crashing. You're submerged. You're not giving any of that, any of your attention. You just let it be. You don't grab on it. You don't think on it. Okay? So that is bring your attention to your body. The thoughts will race. Do not focus in on any one thought. No thoughts. As often as you need to, pull yourself out of sitting in a thought and bring yourself back to the body. And no matter what is happening with you right now, it is okay. You're okay. So with your body on with your mind, your thoughts, with your attention on the physical body, scan slowly from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Okay? So make sure your feet are on the floor. We're going to start with the crown of our head, the crown chakra. Start there. Make sure you're breathing and just start to scan. Attention to the physical body, not to the thoughts. Just scan. This is a 30-second scan. Just scan through your body. And down at the hips, I'm moving down the thighs, the knees, the calves, the feet that are flat on the floor. Don't analyze, do it again. Don't analyze. Just notice where your body feels dense, held, or compressed. Where does it feel numb, absent, or like you've been avoiding looking? Scan your body from the crown to the feet, face, jaw, neck, shoulders, chest, heart chakra, stomach, tummy, your arms, your shoulders, your abdomen, pelvic area, hips, thighs, knees, calves, feet, toes, fingers. Let one area draw your attention. It doesn't have to be a dramatic sensation. It may be actually the quietest one. Let your attention fall on one area of your body. And for the rest of this practice, you want to keep your attention there. Place your awareness, I should say. Attention seems sort of stressful. Awareness. Without naming what it is yet in that area, just feel it as a sensation. Dense, tight, hollow, hot, cool, itchy, tingly. Even sore. Particularly if you have not been exercising or have any physical challenges. How large does that sensation feel? How large does it feel? Is it a pinprick, a point? Or is it an area? Like a whole area of your body, like on my shoulders, or my abdomen, my leg, my foot. If this sensation had a color, what would it be? Red, blue, turquoise, green, gray, black, orange, purple, white. Whatever color comes to your mind. If it had an age, not your age, but the age that sensation carries. How old is it? How old does it feel? Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. If you're here this long, just hang on, okay? Now we're going to do origin tracing, okay? I'm going to I'm asking you to trace it back. Let the body take you, not the mind. We're not in the waves crashing, the birds diving in the ocean, the tidal waves and the crashing waves and the rain, the wind. We're not there. We're submerged. Let the body trace it, not the mind. The queries you may pose to it. When did this sensation first arrive? Not when did you notice it? When did it first arrive? Let an image, a memory, or a feeling surface. It doesn't have to be the full scene. It can be a fragment. When did this sensation first arrive? Do not put pressure on yourself to answer these questions. This is not a test. It's not an exam. It's not a demonstration of your spiritual meditative performance. It doesn't need self-criticism and stress. If you feel stressed, go back to breathing. Okay? You're fine just the way you are. Now let's push the trace a little further. Is the feeling older than that first image? If an image came to mind, or some picture or something, the image that you came up with may have been something contemporary from your own personal experience. Is the feeling older than that first image? Does any part of the area you identify, the sensation, feel like it predates you before you were born? Like, Is there like something that you sense that attaches it prior to the day you were given to this earth? Does it remind you of anyone in your family? A parent, a grandparent, someone you heard about but never met? Take your time, no stress. You have your guide, you have your journal. Whatever's going to come out is what you need to see. Whatever you're hearing and you're not writing, it's what you may need. It's what you need to hear. That's why you're here. So just stay with me, okay? No stress, no pressure. You are okay just the way you are. So without forcing an answer, ask the body, is this mine or was it handed to me? Notice what comes. Just ask the question. Is this mine? Ask the question to your body, not your head. Is this mine or was this handed to me? Just notice what comes. And it could come in a label, something you haven't thought about for a while, or something you've seen. That communication could be a quick, intuitive download that you dismiss. That knowing could be after I asked that question, you happen to look up quickly and saw something. This is the otherworldly communication, giving you answers that you have not been taught to discern. You drop something at that moment. All these are examples of spirit communication, cosmic downloads, ancestral sort of prodding, not from you. So even though it's saying notice in the body, you giving your attention to something quickly when that question was asked, is your body signaling something to you? Listen, just notice what comes. There is no wrong answer. The body knows. Is this mine or was it handed to me? And don't forget to breathe. Okay, keep breathing. There's no right and wrong answers. You don't have to report anything to anybody. I just want to check in. What did you find? You definitely do not have to share the whole thing. A word, an emoji, a sentence is enough. Thank you. Thank you. I would read the comments. At this moment, the cosmos is opening up space for those participants to be here with me. I sit in faith, as we all should. Before we go into the second practice, we need to give the body a moment. You just ask it a very direct question. It's still answering. Use the next few minutes to write. Your practice guide has the first set of prompts. or write whatever is alive within you right now. So, a question: what weight did you locate? Where does it live in the body? How old does it feel? Older than you or your age? Did you get a glimpse? Did you glimpse its origin? Even a fragment? What is the single word or image this feeling gave you? You can jot down some notes. Well, I did put in here 5 minutes. I will give 2. 2 minutes. Oops, ready. What weight did you locate? Where does it live in the body? How old does it feel? Older than you or your age? Did you glimpse the origin? Even a fragment? What is a single word or image this feeling gave you? No stress, no pressure. You're fine. You're okay. Just the way you are. As I tell my clients, just throw up on the paper if necessary. Not literally, but just download whatever is happening with you right now. Some bullet points, picture. Thank you for taking time to write or sit in whatever you felt was necessary. Okay? So if you'd like to share what you're discovering or anything that surprised you, just share it in the chat if you're so moved to. I understand this could be an extremely personal, um, personal journey here. So we're moving into the next practice. In the first practice, you found a point of entry where a particular weight entered your body and its possible origin. Now we go wider because inherited weight really comes in as one thing. It comes as a pattern, a shape that repeats in your relationship, in your responses, in situations you keep finding yourself in, even when you swore you were done with that. So this is the body map and pattern recognition. I want you to close your eyes again or soften your gaze downward. Remember not to grab onto thoughts and start thinking about that thing. Let those thoughts just be the waves on top of the ocean. You are submerged. Yes. Whether your eyes are closed or whether they're softened and gaze turned downward. Return to your body, please. This time, I want you to imagine your body as a landscape, not a machine, a landscape. That means nature landscape, cityscape, a landscape, whatever that is to you, but just not a machine. Where are the places that have always been tight in that landscape on your body? Imagine your body as a landscape, okay? Where are the places that have always been tight? Shoulders, neck, tummy, legs, calves, your arm, hands, fingers, ears, forehead, jaws, cheeks. Your scalp can even get tight. Where does the body brace? So, as a landscape, your body, where are the places that have always felt tight? Where does your body brace, get tight? Where are those places that feel unoccupied? Where you've never fully moved in? And where are the places that feel soft, open, available? Just notice. It feels tight, unoccupied, available, open. Now, notice, is there any relationship between those tight or closed places and the weight you found in the first practice? Is there a relationship between tightness, softness, availability, vacancy? Is there a relation with what you felt tight in the first practice? Does the body brace or is it tight in those same areas when you think of people or a generation or a group of people who handed you this weight? It could be family, close family members, a knowing of your family that you just know of. Does the body brace in those same areas you've identified when you think of people who handed this weight? And even the idea of it being an inherited weight, even if you can't see or know the people. Just notice, is there a relationship between the tight and the closed spaces and the weight you found in the first practice? Now we're going to move into pattern recognition. Let's just shift a little to you. Bring your awareness to the timeline of your life, not the facts, the feeling, texture of it. The feeling, texture, it's to feel like What would the texture of it feel like? Or where does a particular kind of situation keep showing up? Where does a particular texture of a situation or a texture period keep showing up across your life timeline? Where do you keep having the same emotional responses in different external circumstances? Where do you keep having the same emotional experiences in different external experiences? In relationships, do you have a reoccurring role? The one who carries? Are you the one who disappears? The one who over explains? It doesn't have to be a love relationship, it could be any relationship. In your family of origin, did someone else carry the same pattern? Did you inherit it intact? Or did you inherit the opposite as a reaction? If you're the one who carries, it's the same pattern where you bear the burden for everything, right? That's intact. Or did you inherit the opposite? I ain't carrying nothing. And you just live your life not being obligated or feeling like you need to carry anything for anybody. Okay? That's the opposite. You inherited the opposite as a reaction. Okay? A pattern you keep living out is not a character flaw. There is no judgment here. Please do not start judging yourself or talking mean to you. We're not even in our thoughts, so you shouldn't be talking mean to you. It is a body-based map inherited from someone else who was trying to survive. The question is not, why do I keep doing this? Stop. The question is, whose map am I still following? Now, let an ancestor come to mind. Doesn't have to be someone you knew, someone you heard stories about perhaps, or a composite of the emotional tone in your lineage. Fighters, workaholics, carriers. Let someone come to mind. What were they carrying? What did they never get to name? What was the feeling they lived inside that they had no language for? Feel that for a moment, not to take it on. We're not taking on. To recognize. Recognize. Continue to breathe. And sit with your ancestor, and ever which way you are visioning that. Thank you. Now, feel it as distinct from you. Their weight, their unlived moment. Not years to finish carrying. It's not yours to finish carrying. My ancestors may be talking through me right now, right? It's not yours to finish carrying. It's just yours to recognize. That's it. If you'd like to share what patterns you're seeing, what map did you inherit, please share it in the comments. Thank you. The last practice is the simplest and often the most powerful. Everything you've touched today, the weight, the origin, the pattern, the ancestral thread, has probably been living in you as a feeling without a language, without a name. The unnamed has enormous power precisely because it is unnamed. It shapes you from below the threshold of words. Today we begin to name it, not to solve it, to see it. Close your eyes one last time, please, or soften your gaze down to the floor. Bring all of today's practice into your awareness. The weight you located, the possible origin, the pattern it creates, the ancestor it may have come through. Breathe. Now, if all of this had a single name, not an explanation or justification, just a name, what would that name be? It might be a word, it could have an image, it might be a phrase that arrives whole. Let it come without editing it. It could be a quote that just pops into your mind, a song verse, a song title, TV show title, movie title. Don't dismiss all those things as being superfluous. This is your otherworldly communication, bringing you unnamed. If you have the name of what all this would be called, if you don't, it is okay. You're okay. There's no pressure here. You are safe. Write down that name. Circle it. Let it be named, and so it is. That name is the beginning of inventory. I took you through this practice today because it is yours to own, to work through. All right? The start of knowing what you're actually working with. Next week, we go into what release feels like in the body now that you've located this. We're going to continue the practice. We're in a retreat. We're having a virtual retreat here. Okay? So next week, we go into what release actually feels like in the body. Now that you've located this, we begin the practice of putting it down. This is real work. I want you to honor yourself for showing up to do it. What you discover today doesn't necessarily have to be resolved by Friday. Let it sit. Let the body keep telling you. Write more if it comes. And bring your body back here next Wednesday. If you want to go deeper, if you want to do this work one-on-one in a way that is fully tailored to what you found today, I do have a limited offer. Spring surprise, 75% off your first session. New clients only. You get session for those $25 for an hour session. The code is Spring Surprise, all caps, no spaces. It expires June 20th, 2026. Link in bio. Check out the sessions. The link is in this video or in this bio. It's in my bio. Again, it's for new clients. Look, it's 1 o'clock. Our lunchtime retreat has come to an end, my beautiful souls. I will see you Thursday for the Power of Release teaching session on this topic on TikTok. And I'll see you back here next Thursday. Take care of yourselves.